hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. I'm just going to share this into a couple of my groups since I am not going live in there. Usually I go live in a group that I have. So I need to share this in there. If you jump on, just say hello. Hey, Rachel. And we will go ahead and get started. Okay, so hey, Dawn. So I just went ahead and shared it into a couple of groups. And so I just wanted to chat with you guys. Please forgive me for the way that I look today. Like, seriously, Meredith, you're too sweet. Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you, you guys. I have not showered since Sunday. I don't know when the last time was I did my hair. I don't know when the last time was I did makeup. My whole family has been sick. Knock on wood. I'm hoping that I don't get sick. Hudson was in the ICU for 3 days, and Grayson and my husband have been sick. Hey, Shirley, with a cold. And so it's just hard getting ready and doing all that stuff when you're in the hospital. Hey, Kate. So there have been some kind of like different posts that I have been posting lately. And I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys a little bit and just kind of, if anyone has questions, I can literally just address those questions here. And kind of explain to you guys my reasonings, and that way we just kind of set the record straight. Hey, Gina, I know sometimes things can get a little bit misconstrued, or people will have their thoughts why. So I'm just going to get really vulnerable with you guys. I'm kind of going to start from the top and just kind of let you know how everything has transpired. And, you know, at the end of this, I'm hoping maybe it even might help some of you out there that are scared to just take that leap and follow your dream or your passion, or don't know how to go about doing it. Because let me tell you, this hasn't been the easiest thing. There's been a lot of back and forth of what I wanted to do. There was a lot of self-doubt. Am I going to be able to do this? Am I really going to be able to succeed to this? Is this the best thing for me and my family as of right now? So there was a lot of stuff that really, a lot of things that really went into this. So I decided to do real estate after my first son was born. And so I was working towards my real estate career, and I was absolutely so excited about it. I couldn't wait to get into real estate. I just love the fact that you could set your own hours. I love the fact that there was money to be made in it. At that time here in California, the business was really hot. It was, I was just super duper excited. And I think the number one reason that I was so excited about it, you guys, was, you know, I went to school for nursing. And I went to school for nursing, and, you know, I'm now in debt with student loans because I didn't go that route. So in my life, I have always said I was going to do things, and then I never stuck to it. So real estate was like the first one for me, just to prove to me, to prove to my husband that I said I was going to do something, and then I stuck to it, and I did it. So worked towards real estate, and then so I had Grayson, and that was in 2013, and then 3 months later I found out I was pregnant with Hudson, and had Hudson, and you know, the real estate wasn't going as fast as I thought it was going to go. Mind you, I didn't have my license yet. I was still just working towards getting my real estate license. So prior to that, I had been in banking for 6 years, and a friend had approached me, and so I'm like, you know, I need to bring some sort of income in. I'll just go into banking. So I went back into banking, and real estate kind of took a back burner, or however you want to say it. And so then my boys were sick. I couldn't take them to a daycare. My manager did not understand the fact that I couldn't just take my kids sick to a daycare. And so at that time I was stressed out, and my husband was like, do you just really want to do this real estate career full time? And I said, yes, I really do. And he said, okay, well then just quit your job at the bank. Let's focus on this and get it. So literally, like, for the first time in my life, I actually, sorry, it just kind of gets a little bit emotional. And there's been so much that have been going on at home that it's been one of those rough weeks. Not really what I thought my beginning of the year was going to start out as, but hey, it's okay. So I finished my real estate school. I took my test and I got my real estate license, and I was like super duper excited about it. I couldn't believe that I actually said that I was going to do something and I finished it. Like, this was the first thing in my life that I really could say I did it. So I was super proud. I was going to make this amazing life for me and my family, for me and my boys. And it was just going to do amazing things for us. And at that time, my husband has heard me talk about this. At that time that I got into real estate, things at home weren't really that great. I was just overcoming postpartum after having my second boy. My boys are a year and 5 days apart. So I think just, having a very active toddler that was 1, and then a newborn, and then kind of just trying to figure out like this new life that I have, because for 7 years we tried to have our son. And so now after 7 years, not only do we have 1, we have 2. So it was just a lot. So I was just getting over that, and some things had happened in the marriage prior that was done from my side. And so we were just kind of on opposite sides of things. We were just kind of like roommates that lived in a household, and we had kids, and we took care of the kids together. So there was just a lot of kind of things going on. We just weren't in a good place. We'll just say that we weren't in a good place where we should have been. And so real estate was besides my boys, like, real estate was my passion. I could just dive into it. I could, it was like my escape away from home. I, had to work almost every day on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I had open houses, so I could escape from all the stuff that was happening at home, and I didn't really have to think about it. And so at that time, it was just like real estate was my crutch, I guess you could say. And, I was so blessed and so thankful to get on. I ended up getting on a team, and that helped me to stay so much more busier. And I am so thankful and so blessed for that. So thankful and so blessed for the team that took me. I learned so much from this lead agent. I was super successful my first 2.5 years at Keller Williams, and I owe a lot of that to her. Probably would not have been where I was at had it not been for her. She was just really an amazing woman, and we really created just a really great bond. It was a lot of fun. So within, like, I would say within the 2 years of getting into real estate, things weren't happening at home like both Rocky and I would have wanted. And so I came home one day, and he knew that something was going on, and I sat down, and he kind of got it out of me. And at that time I was just like, I things aren't going the way that I want them to, and I just think it would be best if we separated for a little bit. And kind of like took me back, because I didn't think those words would ever come out of my mouth. Took him back too. I don't think that those words would have ever came out of, and so we sat there, and the conversation totally went completely different than what I thought it would have went. And we really sat there that night, and we talked to each other, and he said, look, I love you, and I love those boys, and yes, I've been in a place, and I want to make this work 100%, and I want to know that you want to make this work, but we both have to be in this 100%. And I said, okay, so let's do it. So with the help of God and the help of, just us, and really putting things back into perspective, praise the Lord, we were able to put our marriage back to how it was supposed to be and how it was intended to be. We fell in love with each other all over again. Rocky started going to church with us. We've implemented God into our marriage. I can say that that's the number one thing that really saved us, is putting God like at the forefront of everything. They kind of say like make it as a triangle. So here's you, here's your husband, and here's God. And the closer that each of you guys get to God by yourselves, that brings you guys closer together. So I completely agree with that. So things are great. Things are going good. Real estate is still taking off, and things just inside of me kind of started changing. I wanted to be home with my family more. That was my number one priority. I didn't like working weekends. It was just really hard for me to go to church with my family on Sundays, and then I have to, and then I don't have to, I guess. I get to go to, an open house and where I would want to be with my family. My priorities just really took this whole shift and really changed. It wasn't about real estate anymore. It was about just my family and being with my family, like 110%. Whereas before, that wasn't, unfortunately, probably not the best thing to say since I was a newer mom. That was not my number one, priority at that time. And it just kind of turned around. So, fast forward to now, I would say about 6 to 7 months ago, I just kind of really went through this change in life, and I did a lot of soul searching. I just did a lot of praying to the Lord. I just wasn't feeling fulfilled. I was a little confused if this is what I was supposed to do. I felt like I was pulled in different directions. I was just kind of lost. And I had started a group on Facebook, and it was an empowerment group for women. And I really, really loved it. I was there for girls. It was like a judgment-free zone. People would ask for advice. I would help them. I made a bunch of friends on there. And someone had come to me and said, well, why don't you think about coaching? And, my nickname from friends and my husband and everyone has always been, Dr. Phil, Dr. Phil. I just really, especially women. Now, I'm not like trying to be like, biased or anything, but I just have a real passion for women, and a real passion for women that I guess the only way that I can really say it is like, broken, women who have been through traumatic experiences in their life, whether it be divorce, whether it be addiction, whether it be something, I just am really drawn to women like that, because I feel, society, it's so very, very hard for us, and I'm sure it's hard for men too, but I think me being a woman, I just see it more. I just want women to know that, God made you for a purpose. You have a purpose on life. You have been through things for a reason, and those things that you have been through, God is going to bring blessings out of them. And yes, it is an unfortunate thing that you had to go through. But look at the people that you get to help. Turn it back to a positive, or just letting them know that they're beautiful inside and out. And no matter what anyone has told them, or no matter what anyone has told you, you can be anything and do anything that you want in this world, in this life. And we only have one life to live. And why don't we make it the best and really, do what we want that makes us happy and feel fulfilled and live that life of freedom that God has intended us to live. And so, I was like, well, perfect. Like I can get to do what I love to do. And that's coaching women to get them from point A to point B of where they want to be in their life. So I started doing classes to become a certified Christian life coach, and still doing real estate. And so again, like I said, sorry, I'm kind of jumping back. It's so hard. There's so much to say, but I just thought it was only fair for everyone. So, before any of this, I had always had a passion and a love for makeup. And some of you have known me for quite some time. You know that I have a YouTube channel, and I have told everyone in my life that some way or somehow, no matter what, I will be famous. I do not know how, but I will be. You know, I always thought I would be on MTV's Real World or Road Rules, you know, or I thought I was going to be this big YouTube star. And so I knew that I was going to be like famous somehow. So I started this YouTube channel, and in the background, makeup has always been my thing. Like I absolutely love makeup. I love the way it makes me feel. I love the art part about it. I love putting makeup on people because, you know, I get to make women feel beautiful, feel, you know, nice. And so, makeup has always been where it's at. So, with all of that, I had a client who I helped her purchase a house. She came to me with this opportunity at first, and she was like, hey, I was wondering if you can come over to my house. I would like to give you a makeover. So I said, sure, why not? So I go over, she puts this makeup on me, and mind you, it's not what I've ever used before because I like to cake the makeup on my face. And so, you know, I purchased some of it to, you know, support her. We're all in this together, women supporting women. You know, it was a new, side business that she was doing. So bought the makeup, never touched it again. And then, once I opened up my group, I was like, Whitney, I have like certain guests come every time into my group. So I think it would be great if you would come in and we can do a live together. You can show me how to put the makeup on. People can see how easy it is, and then hopefully you will get some sales from it. So that was the second time using the makeup. We did it again. And then I used the makeup again, and I'm like, okay, I think I can kind of like grasp the, you know, how to do this. And so still with no means, I had no intention with diving into this opportunity because I've done multi-level marketing businesses before and I never succeeded at them. I was gung-ho for about 2 weeks, and then it would just totally just stop. Like for me, I need that gratification right then and there. And if my team's not growing or my team's not building or I'm not doing it, then it's like, you know, it's like losing weight and being on a diet. If you don't see that you've lost your 10 pounds in one day, you get frustrated. So, I didn't think that that's where I wanted to go, but I wanted to support her. But I saw this change in her, and she deals with a chronic illness and she deals with pain every day. But I saw this change in her with this new business that she was doing. And I don't know what it was, but I said, Whitney, I think I just need to do this. Like, I just need to take the leap. Like, what's the worst that can happen? I don't do good and I have all this makeup that I love and I could still use. Or what if I didn't do it and I just lost out on so much, you know? Like, there's all these what ifs. So I just did it. And I started in June. And all the while still doing real estate. Now, real estate takes a lot of time. And you have two things over here that you like real estate and you're kind of starting to love this. But in order to really succeed at one or the other, you have to just focus on one. You can't just half-ass both of them because you're not going to get anything out of that. So I was kind of struggling with it. And then of course, you know, once I started posting about this business that I was doing, people are like, are you still in real estate? Or, you know, what are you doing? So people were kind of getting a different impression, and I was still in real estate, and kind of still toying with what it is that I needed to do. So in August, I went to a convention that this company does. And let me just tell you something, because I definitely need to give credit where credit is due. And Keller Williams, Keller Williams is an amazing company, and I have learned so much from Keller Williams. So if there is anyone out there that is watching this that is interested in getting into real estate, I definitely recommend you look into a Keller Williams. Their training is absolutely amazing. What they stand for is just, it's great. And Keller Williams really is thankful and really takes care of their agents that work for them. And especially, I would say the Keller Williams that I was at in Walnut Creek, the broker owner of Keller Williams was an absolute amazing woman. And she is like the epitome of, you see this woman who is doing it, and this woman who is successful, and all the trials and stuff that she went through. But look at what she built. Like, look at this empire that she's built. And it's like she's definitely someone that you look up to, and she's someone that motivates you, and just, what she says and what she talks, and she's just absolutely really amazing. So I did not ever think that there would be another company or another CEO or anyone out there that was like Keller Williams until I went to this company's convention, and it totally changed my life. And then I got back home, and I was just really struggling with, okay, real estate provides an income for my family. I'm just now starting this. But am I really happy with doing real estate? Am I really happy with doing this? And I really struggled with this for 6 months. And this really started, I would say, after I left my first team, kind of going through some things just in between there. I felt it was the best decision that I left, was kind of figuring out what I wanted to do. And I just really felt that, okay, yeah, I really need to do real estate. I really need to do, like, this is it. And so I got on with another team, and I'm like, yep, I know this is what I want to do. I'm ready to go all in. And in the background, there's still this. And mind you, I was still doing my side business, and it was taking off. I had girls that were, I had clients that were coming to me and purchasing. I had girls from all over the United States coming to me saying, I saw you on a live. I want to join. What do I need to do to be on your team? Like, it just all started like happening. And I'll tell you that a lot of the people that have come to me and that are on my team, I did not reach out to. They all came to me. And I was just like, oh my goodness, like, this is really taking off, and I absolutely love it. So I went through that whole thing, and I said, I just really had a spiritual awakening. And like I told you, I prayed intently to God, and I was like, what is it that you want me to do? And I had a conversation with my husband, and I realized that at this time in my life, real estate is not where I am supposed to be. I loved it at one time, but things were so different then than they are now. And it really helped me learn a lot. It helped me grow. It provided for my family substantially. I will forever be thankful for that. I will forever be thankful for Keller Williams. I will ever be thankful to my lead agent, and I will ever be thankful to the broker owner of that. But when it comes to being happy and being fulfilled, I knew that where I'm at right now is where I'm supposed to be. And God has opened up so many doors for me to do this. So I quit I quit practicing real estate, let's just say that. It's not my number one. I still have my license. I will still keep my license, so I'm able to refer clients to agents, but I will no longer be actively pursuing it. I will say one thing, if you guys can get anything out of this at all, is to follow your dreams, you guys. We only have one life to live. And would you rather live that life being totally happy and being fulfilled in something that you're doing? Or are you okay going to that 9-to-5 job that's providing you that paycheck, but you feel absolutely drained, or it's just like, like a good example, when you get up on Monday morning, are you dreading that Monday morning, or are you happy to go to work that Monday morning? I always tell my girls that I talk with, or the girls that I'm coaching, sit down and close your eyes and really think. If you could do one thing for the rest of your life, if money was not an issue, what would it be? What would it be? Mine is coaching women and letting them know how awesome and amazing they are, letting them know that you can get from point A, no matter what you've struggled with or what you've been through. We all have a past. You've already been forgiven. Now, let's take this, work with this, get you from point A to point B. I get to be a light in someone's life and help them. Also, I get to make women feel beautiful. You have no idea how many times I have heard girls, when I was looking for models, for headshots, saying, I'm old and I am very, very overweight and I have bad acne. Do you think that you could still use me? More than half of the girls that I used them for, they all had something that they were insecure about. And I was able to talk with them and put makeup on them and give them that little confident boost, that they needed. And there's just nothing more fulfilling than that. And so that is, I will say, that's the reason that I choose to leave real estate. Not because I totally sucked at it and I didn't work well with others. It was simply that it was not my passion. It just was not where God had wanted me to be at this time. What I'm doing now, I really truly feel in my heart, this is where I'm supposed to be. So, again, I was saying, follow those dreams. It's hard to take that leap of faith. Trust me, it really is. But once you do it, it's such a weight lifted off your shoulder, you guys. And it's just something so different. And, where God guides, God provides. And it may not happen right away, but our God is a faithful God, and He has so many promises, and He will take care of us, as long as we, do what He is asking of us to do, or fulfill our calling that He has, our purpose. So that's my story. I wanted to just kind of get it out there, and I'm super excited for this new venture that I'm going to be doing. My team is growing. My girls are awesome. I get to coach amazing girls that are on my team. I get to coach them the exact same thing that I learned at Keller Williams 3 years ago, and that is you can be, do, and have anything that you want in life, and that we are going to build a life by design. This business is going to allow me to do it. I can work from home. I can work from anywhere. I get to change women's lives, whether it be through confidence or rather it be through them starting a side business. I just really get to do so much and make a difference in people's lives. So let's see here. I don't know how long I've been going on for, and I don't want to keep you guys, but that's that. So the company that I'm with is called Mascara. We've been around for 2 years, or we're going to have our 2-year birthday on January 17th. So if any of you are interested in wanting to know a little bit more about it, and you guys are local to me and another girl are having a mascara birthday bash on the 17th of January. You are more than welcome to come. You are more than welcome to bring friends. We will be doing demonstrations, no obligation whatsoever to purchase or no obligation whatsoever to join. Just come and have some fun, drink some champagne, eat some cake, whatever you want, message me. I'll give you the details. Also, just to let you guys know, I will be starting to do makeup in a salon in Pleasant Hill. So again, if any of you guys are local, for the first month that I'm there, I'll be doing complimentary makeovers. And would love to see you guys. And so again, just message me with that, and I'll get you put down for that. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this. And I hope maybe that something in this video kind of resonated with you or stuck with you. And you know, maybe when you get closer or you get more comfortable, I would say my honest prayer and my hope for all of you is that don't be scared. Take that leap of faith and just honestly do what makes you happy. Go fulfill your dreams. Go do your dreams. We only have one life to live, and God had intended us to be happy and free and forgiven. So that's my little thing, and I'm sticking to it. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for everyone in this real estate business that helped me succeed. My lenders that helped me, my home inspectors, my vendors, all the agents in the office. Like, just thank you guys. I owe a lot to you guys. And I owe a lot to Keller Williams when it comes with mindset and, following passions and stuff. So there's no hard feelings. I am super happy with how everything ended, and I'm really excited for this new adventure. And I hope you guys have a great night. Again, thank you for taking the time out of this to watch, and I hope you guys have a great Wednesday.